Hello, welcome back to another YouTube video. Now it's the last section of theme 1, entrepreneurs and leaders. I'm going to get straight into it and just give you the points you need. All I ask for is a subscribe and like, and also share the video with any of your friends that are doing business, A-level business course. So what is an entrepreneur? It's someone who takes on the risk of entrepreneurial activity and sets up a business. Now there's different roles that you need to know about in order. First, we have creating and setting up a business, which involves identifying a gap in the market, writing out a business plan, and think about the marketing mix. After that, the second stage is running and developing a business. This refers to keeping up to date with the law, the firm's sales, marketing techniques, and so on. You need to continuous market research and set new aims and objectives to grow. After that, the third stage, you have bring innovation. So coming up with new products, ways of doing things. This will give you a competitive advantage. Employing staff could help the firm come up with new ideas as well. Staff could suggest ways to do things. The fourth stage is overcoming barriers. There might be a lack of money, so the entrepreneur has to think how they'll finance the firm. Lack of confidence, or even lack of expertise. The entrepreneur may need to learn more about how to run a business and actually have a better understanding. Then lastly, anticipating risk and uncertainty. We covered this before. Like risk, the firm can figure out the probability of an event that's likely going to occur. And uncertainty, you know that an event can occur, but not sure when. In the A2 content, which is like year 13, it goes more into depth about methods to overcome these events, so don't worry about that too much. Also, you need to know characteristics of entrepreneur. These are the traits an individual has. So entrepreneur needs to be hardworking, confident, creative, risk-taking. Then you need to know the skills. This is something they're good at. So for example, problem solving, mathematical skills, organizational skills, IT skills, team working skills. Make sure you know what an entrepreneur is, the different stages and roles of starting a business and developing it, etc. In order from creating, setting up a business, running and developing a business, bringing innovation, overcoming barriers, anticipating risk and uncertainty. It's an order from going down. And then remember a few characteristics and skills of an entrepreneur. Remember, you don't have to remember everything, just a few bullet points from each section. Now, finally, we have financial motives and non-financial motives for setting up a business. So, financial motive could be profit maximization, making as much profit as possible, and then you got profit satisficing, not satisfying, satisficing with a C. This means making enough profit to just satisfy the entrepreneur's needs, and it doesn't really focus on making as much profit as it can. Non-financial motivations for starting a business could involve being independent and your own boss, so you could choose when you want to work and be flexible. Some people like the challenge of actually starting up a business. Individuals may have a hobby or a passion that they want to turn into a business, or it could be ethical issues that causes an individual to start a business. Remember the two for financial motives and maybe two for non-financial motives. Now lastly, entrepreneurs need to develop into leaders as the business grows, and so we're going to go into a few ways how this can happen. First, you've got delegate responsibility. So as the firm grows, it's hard for the owner to do all tasks by themselves. So they need to pass on tasks to others and learn to trust others that they'll do the tasks for them at good quality. Then you got develop emotional intelligence. So this refers to being able to identify and manage your own emotions as well as recognize others. Others will feel more valued, which means they're more motivated to work. For example, listening to others who have an opinion on something. And lastly, entrepreneurs have to become less reactive if they're developing into leaders and managing people. Originally, the owner could make decisions by themselves without thinking how these actions could affect others, because it's likely that the owner was the only person running the firm. However, when the firm grows and there are staff members, the owner needs to consider all the staff members when making the decision. Therefore, if you make a decision without notifying the staff members, they will feel less valued and demotivated. But if you take them into account and think how they'll be affected, they will be more happy and likely to be more valued and work harder. Make sure you, out of the entrepreneurs developing to leaders, I would say remember two of the three and revise the bullet points so you know what it's about and how you can mention it. Generally speaking, I don't think in the exam this wouldn't be a high mark question, maybe a 4 marker at the beginning, just asking how an entrepreneur goes into a leader. And if you have any questions that there's something you're unaware of, just put it in the comments and I can maybe explain it a bit better. But apart from that, these are the only two slides for this video today. As I always say, I like to get straight to the point and just give you the bullet points you need so you can make your own notes. I don't like to waste your time, and I know it's not always the fun and best thing to do to watch an educational video, but hopefully it helps. All I ask for is a subscribe and like, and hopefully you can share with your friends that are doing A-level business, or if you're just anyone that wants to learn how to run a business and get the basics.